Oh, oh. Hey, what's up, guys? Devil's Advocate here. So, we got an update from our Commander-in-Chief, Mr. President Trump. I think this was about 30 minutes ago. Let's see how the old man's doing. I think he's reporting to us from Walter Reed, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see what he's got to say. I hope the old man's doing good. Let's see what he has to say.
By thanking all of the incredible medical professionals, the doctors, the nurses, everybody at Walter Reed Medical Center. I think it's the finest in the world for the incredible job they've been doing. I came here, wasn't feeling so well. I feel much better now. We're working hard to get me all the way back. I have to be back because we still have to make America great again. We've done an awfully good job of that, but we still have steps to go, and we have to finish that job. And
like he said, remember that. Leaders lead from the front. He said, I don't give a damn about no Chinese virus. I don't care if I'm sick. Front and center. Leaders lead from the front. I don't care if I got no coronavirus. You're going to see me. I might not be there in person, but we're not going to hunker down in the basement. We're not going to stay in the shadows. We're not going to be having a condition or a situation where we got the press and the media asking, where's the president? Where's the president? No, you see me right here, asshole. I'm on the Twitters and I'm on the Facebook, and you see me. You're going to see me. Because we got work to do. And I guess this audio is just not going to match up with this video, but let's keep it going.
I think I'll be back soon. And I look forward to finishing up the campaign the way it was started and the way we've been doing and the kind of numbers that we've been doing.
That's another thing. Like I said, for those of you who are the conspiracy theorists on the left end of the spectrum, some of y'all out there trying to say, some famous people too, trying to say, oh, President Trump got the coronavirus because he's trying to postpone the election. That man is not trying to postpone the election. I don't care what you read. I don't care what you thought you saw. He said it several times. He wants to see the results of the election that night. On November 3rd. He said it. Also, another thing people have been saying, another crazy idea been tossing around. They said, well, President Trump, he doesn't want to have to go back on that debate stage again. He caught COVID-19, so that he doesn't have to go do the second debate. Whew. Are you smoking crack? I put it on my page. That man is going to make that second debate. I'm saying it right now. I said it on my last video. On October the 15th, that man will be front and center on that debate stage. He's not going to miss that debate. Like I said, I don't care what your suspicions are about what is going on here. I can tell you one thing he's not doing. He's not creating a situation where he's trying to get out of or run away from something. Let's just make that abundantly clear.
So proud of it. But this was something that happened, and it's happened to millions of people all over the world, and I'm fighting for them. Not just in the U.S., I'm fighting for them all over the world. We're going to beat this coronavirus, or whatever you want to call it, and we're going to beat it soundly. So many things have happened. If you look at the therapeutics, which I'm taking right now, some of them, and others are coming out soon that are looking like, frankly, they're miracles, if you want to know the truth. They're
miracles. Mr. President said that these therapeutics are miracles. So listen up, old people. Listen up. President Trump's in his mid-70s. He's considered to be technically slightly overweight. He falls within the demographic of the highest people at risk from having severe adverse effects from COVID-19 infection. So, if our American president, if our leader of the free world can get COVID-19 and recover from the use of these miracle therapeutics, that should give you the confidence that you could go out there in the world. You could go live your life. And if you happen to catch the COVIDs, we got you covered. We got you taken care of. We got the resources and the tools to get you back on your feet again. You don't have to stay hunkered down in the basement. You don't have to stay in the house and worry about your adaptive immunity dwindling down to nothing. Go live your life. You ain't got that much time left anyways. Why spend it sitting in your rocking chair watching Wheel of Fortune indefinitely until your days are numbered and they've passed on? So get on your feet. Get out there. Live your life. And if you get infected, it won't be that big of a deal. It is what it is.
Miracles. People criticize me when I say that, but we have things happening that look like they're miracles coming down from God. So I just want to tell you that I'm starting to feel good. You don't know over the next period of a few days. I guess that's the real test. So we'll be seeing what happens over those next couple of days. I just want to be so thankful for all of the support I've seen, whether it's on television or reading about it. I most of all appreciate what's been said by the American people, by almost a bipartisan consensus of American people.
That's another thing. You know what? He said, for the most part, bipartisan. You know why he said that? He said that because there are some crazies. Man, there are some crazies on the far left. I swear, I've hovered around Twitter, and some people, some famous people, some regular users on the Twitter feed, in the Twitter sphere, but some famous people too. Man, y'all be saying some crazy shit. Crazy shit. I'm telling you what. I don't care what your political affiliation is. If you're wishing death upon somebody, if you hoping somebody dies, or if you say, you give your best wishes and condolences to the coronavirus, or I'm saying a prayer for the coronavirus, man, you got a problem. You got a real problem. You got some deep-seated issues. You probably got a situation on your hands where you probably need to go see a counselor. You probably need to go ahead and go seek some treatment. And you might even need to go as far as to go see a psychiatrist and get yourself put on some medication, because it sounds like you got a problem, a real problem. When you're sitting there on social media wishing the death upon somebody, especially the president of the United States, you're a piece of shit. You are a piece of shit.
Beautiful thing to see, and I very much appreciate it, and I won't forget it. I promise you that. I also want to thank the leaders of the world for their condolences, and they know what we're going through. They know what, as your leader, what I have to go through. But I had no choice, because I just didn't want to stay in the White House. I was given that alternative. Stay in the White House, lock yourself in, don't ever leave, don't even go to the Oval Office. Just stay upstairs and enjoy it. Don't see people, don't talk to people, and just be done with it. And I can't do that. I had to be out front, and this is America. This is the United States.
Listen, like the president said, I told you before, did you watch my first video? I said, I don't care what the situation is. Leaders lead. This man, he's going to be doing everything in his capabilities within the scope of his restrictions. I told you. He said it right here. He's saying it right here. He's going to be all over Facebook. He's going to be all over Twitter. He's probably going to have some other resources at his disposal. You're not going to see this dude hiding in the shadows. He's going to be like, look, if my old crusty ass can catch COVID-19 and recover from it, you can too. Don't be listening to all that crazy stuff where I'm open to more shutdowns. I mean, listen, for those of you who have a short memory, where it seems to be quite a few of you out there that have a short memory, just keep in mind that the other side was entertaining the idea of additional shutdowns into January 2022. That's on record. 2022. I don't know about y'all, but I am sick of this shit. I am tired of it. I don't want to talk to anybody who wants to tell me that they're entertaining ideas of keeping this country shut down for another damn year, if necessary. It's not necessary. So, guess what? This man is saying, hey, we don't have to do this because I got it. I got the shit. And I'm taking some shit to fix it. So we don't need all this. Oh, you know what? It looks like we're just going to have to keep the entire country shut down until we get all Americans vaccinized. Because that's what you're looking at. Just throwing that out there. I kind of derailed a little bit, but let's continue.
It's the greatest country in the world. This is the most powerful country in the world. I can't be locked up in a room upstairs and totally safe and just say, hey, whatever happens, happens. I can't do that. We have to confront problems. As a leader, you have to confront problems. There's never been a great leader that would have done that. So that's where it is. I'm doing well. I want to thank everybody. Our First Lady is doing very well. Melania asked me to say something as to the respect that she has for our country, the love that she has for our country. And we're both doing well. Melania is really handling it very nicely. As you've probably read, she's slightly younger than me, just a little tiny bit.
Just a little bit.
And therefore, we know the disease, we know the situation with age versus younger people. And Melania is handling it statistically like it's supposed to be handled. And that makes me very happy, and it makes the country very happy. But I'm also doing well, and I think we're going to have a very good result. Again, over the next few days, we're going to probably know for sure. So I just want to thank everybody out there, everybody, all over the world, specifically the United States. The outpouring of love has been incredible. I will never forget. Thank you very much.
Hoo-yah. Now, in closing, like I went off on my tangent before, this is what you're looking at. You know what? I don't care what you think. I gave you my conspiracy theory, but it's irrelevant. And I'll tell you why my conspiracy theories are relevant. I like to give my conspiracy theories just because it's entertaining for myself, because I like how I could just kind of read how things play out. But that is there's more. It's more important than that. It's much more important than that. The message is much more important than that. I want to try to tell y'all what y'all are looking at right now. This is me closing off on the tangent that I went off of on just a second ago. You're either looking at one or two things. So let's take the candidates out of the mix for a second, and let's just talk about what type of life you are looking at. These are your options. These are your options, and both of these are on record. If you do some research, both of these are on record. You have let's get the country back open again. COVID-19 is here. There's nothing we can do about it. It's not going to go away. But we have therapeutics to treat it, just like any other virus we would have. Like if you have flu, you know, the way we treat it with therapeutics, blah, 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 blah. So, same deal. We can't be afraid of it. We have to live our lives. Get out there. If you get sick, we got the tools and the resources to get you back on your feet again. That's option A. Option B. Stay in your basement, more shutdowns, and the country's not safe to reopen until we've gotten a certain percentage of the American population vaccinated. And that is no bullshit. That is on record, and that is the proposed plan for one of these parties. You have to ask yourself, do you want that? Do you want to even have to entertain a tentative timeline like that? Are you not sick of working from home? I mean, maybe some of you do love that. Are you not sick of having to go to a restaurant, because in the restaurant you can't even get in there because of the policies that are put in place? Are you not sick of having to micromanage and babysit your child because your child is being homeschooled and they're not even learning anything? Because the format is just not conducive for learning, and the environment is not conducive for learning. You just have to ask yourself these simple things. And this is what you're looking at. Those are your two options. Either A, we open the country back up, you might get sick, but we can treat it, or B, we're going to keep doing these shutdowns because guess what? One of these parties already said if they get into place, if they get into power, this isn't going to be left up to the states anymore. This isn't going to be left up to the governments anymore. This is going to be federal mandated shutdown. And I'm telling you what, if there's another federally mandated shutdown because they want to vaccinate the rest of they want a certain percentage of the American population vaccinated with something that they don't even want, something that people might not even want, force them to get it. Hey, you know what? I'm going to leave that alone. Because I'm about to get pissed off.